as you notice the current situation in the country, there are so many challenges we face as men. Issue to do with mental health, issue to do with drug abuse, issue to do with relationships. So we are basically meeting as men to sharpen each other, as the Bible says, so that as iron sharpens iron, so that a man should sharpen their countenance. Today we had a session of young men's mentorship. That is an initiative of our Vice Chancellor. He has a heart for the young men. So we had our session today. This is the third from inception, that we had almost 100 men at the function today in our amphitheater in Athi River. It's been very successful. We had a speaker, Mr. Kingston Ogango. He's opened his heart out to the young men in terms of how to live as men, and also to know that we all need mentors so that we can be able to walk and surmount any challenge that we face as young men.
And I'm really glad that young men came in numbers and they're just leaning in. Speaking to many of them at the sidelines, many of them are encouraged, many of them want to find a mentor, many of them are looking and reflecting on their own lives, and they just want to spend some time and to learn, to grow, and to make sure that the future looks better than what it is today.
We've been challenged to move out and stand out as men, not by the virtue of the physical, but also in virtues of responsibility, priority, because I believe creation story, it's not about men being created first. It's about responsibility, it's about accountability that men ought to be.
It's getting out of your comfort as a man, knowing that you can stand on your own and you can take your views to the world as a man. Not about compromising yourself or anything, but standing as a man means you're able to stand on your feet and express yourself regardless of the society we are living in.
Our desire is that beyond just education, which is great and important, that will mold and have a wholesome person at the end of the education journey. And this is coming in the spiritual aspect. Today, it was very simple or very important for us just to use the acronym FAT. We want young people who are faithful, and that's what we're talking about today, that they'll be faithful in every aspect of their lives. Young people will be available to be taught and to grow in their daily lives, and young men who are teachable. So this is what we talked about today.
And so I pray that this will begin not only for Daystar, but it will be a wildfire that will begin to blow around our country, that will begin to write a new narrative for young men, that will not continue to talk about the boy child and the challenges of the boy child looking like he's defeated, he's unable to do something, but young men will begin to rise, that we'll have new fathers of the nation, we'll have young men of the future who will look at life differently, and their narratives is different.
And we look forward to having more men joining this program so that we shall be able to have our youth who are coming up to be young men of valor to make a difference in our community and in our generation.